Alright guys, 2014 Dodge Grand Caravan. The other day I went to go raise the window. It got to the top, made a heck of a noise like someone threw a rock at the window. It scared the heck out of me. And I went to go lower it and it just like fell down into the door, and this is pretty much all that remains right here. So I went on Amazon, got a new window regulator. I'll put a link in the description, 748508. And this is for, it's got the power middle windows, so the 4 switches here. And that should be good from probably this whole 5th generation, 08 to 2020. So let's get started. We got to get this panel off here. So we got a couple pieces to remove here. So back here, looks like one right here. Alright, I just used a screwdriver to pop these covers off. And then there's 2 T20 Torx screws behind those covers. And then this piece here just clips off. Just pull that out. So now I think we'll just work around the edge of the door. And there's probably some fasteners that hold this on around the edge. Get these clips popped out. Something like that. We'll just keep going around. Okay, this door panel's loose. Once you get a few on this side, you can kind of get your fingers under there and kind of pull the rest of it. And up next, I think these have to come out, so just pry under there. It should pop out, and we can disconnect this. Same for the window switches. Okay, that's unplugged. Okay, so our door panel's loose. So this is what you got here. You got, there's a light down here. So that's still connected, and then this door latch cable is still connected. So disconnect this light, and then we got to get this cable out. So I gotta free up a hand here. Looks like I'll just be able to move this cable over and this will slide out. Okay, we got the door panel over there. With this cable, I just kind of bent it at 90 degrees, pulled it up, and then squeeze this together, and that'll pull out. Alright, up next, take all these 10mm bolts out. Let's see, all around here. And then these 3 T30 Torx. And I'll probably take the speaker out too. Okay, this is where I'm at. This was really hard to film. So basically, took all the 10mm bolts out, and there's 4 Torx in this plastic panel right here. These ones here. And that holds the regulator in. I took those out. I took the 3 screws that hold the motor on. And the window is held in by this clip here. So bring your window halfway down. There's a rubber plug here, take that out. And then through the speaker hole, you can access this, take a screwdriver and push this away from you, and it'll release the window. There's a hole right here. Then you can tape your window up. One thing about this wire harness, there's a plug that goes back here for the door latch, right there. That's kind of hard to get to. These two rods are still connected. And this is for the door handle. And you got these two clips here. So you got an orange and purple. So basically they just clip over that rod. So you just undo it, the rod slips out. A lot of the comments I read on YouTube videos were people are having problems with these, but it's really not that big of an issue. Yeah, it was really hard to film, so I figured I'd just catch you up this way. But then once I pulled the plastic panel out, basically this old regulator's kind of fell out the bottom, and this is what you see here. So I think I'm ready to start putting this back together. Okay, we got the panel up on the table and got the new assembly in place. So there's these little tabs right here that fit through, kind of hold it in place. And then this gear assembly goes in like that. And we'll go ahead and get those bolts in and put the motor on. Okay, new assembly's bolted on. I end up using the original motor here. This is the one that came with the kit, but I don't know, there's nothing wrong with this one, so I just reused it. So I guess I have a spare. Okay, so before you put the panel all the way on, keep the regulator on top out. That way you can sneak those bars into the orange and purple connectors, because otherwise it's gonna be really hard to do that. And then at the same time, put that connector back in. That's way back there. And then once that's done, you can put this, put it back in all the way. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drop this window into these clips and hook up all the wiring and test it before I button it all up, just to make sure everything works right. Alright, everything's plugged in. Just this is for the speaker and one was for the light down here, but I don't think that's gonna make any difference. So I'll go ahead and test it out. Okay, got all these wires put back in case you're wondering where something goes. Give a close up here. This is for the power window, this is for the power lock. This is for the light on the door, and these color wires are for the speaker. This must be like a side impact sensor, I would imagine. And this is for your inside door handle. Alright, we'll go ahead and put the panel back on. Okay, then there's two last screws for right here and right here. And then the covers for that. And then don't forget these 3 Torx right here. All right, this job's done. This type of stuff's never fun. Getting the rods back in those plastic connectors is probably the biggest pain, but if you hold that panel out and get your hand in there and, you know, get them situated, it's, you know, it's doable. Didn't break anything, that's good. You know, 10 years old, plastic gets brittle, so I was happy for that, but nice to have a working window again. All right, thanks for watching.